Top 20 players at 2025. NiKo at 18. Is this the, like, just right off the bat, is this the lowest he's ever been? Yeah, it is, I think. Unless I could have missed something, but I think this is the lowest he's ever been. Subscribe to the fl0m Clips and Highlights channel. Holy shit, you were here. I might have missed one, but I'm down to just completely go with that. All right, so let's see. Yeah, he's been ever present in the top 20. You know, after age of 19, impressive year with Mouse. Dude, that Mouse roster was holy. Look at those names. Old. So Bosnian's first full professional player, or full year as a professional player, led to him being transferred to FaZe for $500,000. And then we all know what happened after that, American fans. Actually, they did quite well, and then we all know what happened. Oh, it's right. Oh. Later on, NiKo and coldzera played. That shit was so crazy. coldzera literally was like next door neighbors, if I remember right, with NiKo. Like, he moved all the way over. I think he lived in like Serbia, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it wasn't Serbia, but I know they lived near each other. And they didn't do shit together. That was crazy. I remember where like coldzera and NiKo being together, I was just like, holy fuck, they're never going to lose a match. And then it would just completely was a blunder. Yeah, and then G2 NiKo once again found himself losing in a major final, the time against Navi. Dude, this one I always feel so bad for because, like, do you see this roster? Can we please just appreciate how good he was? That this roster, guys, this roster was playing against this roster in a fucking final. It's so insane to me. You know, I always like to mention this, like how good NiKo was, especially at that time and at that major. That was probably the highest. That was the best rifling peak I'd ever seen in Counter-Strike up until that point, until, well, Donk showed up. But like the fact that this team, you know, everybody just remembers the Deagle whiff, but this Almanac was opping, for God's sake. Dude, it was the fact that these two teams even met each other. The fact that this is the closest he really got with G2 is insane to me. Like, then they brought in Modesty, and then they won Kato and I think Cologne, right? Yeah. I was there for Cologne. That was cool. Seeing Swanee lift the trophy was pretty lit. Yeah, and then he's moved to Falcons. It's so crazy how little NiKo's won. Like, it's not that he's like, obviously this is a lot of accomplishments. Like clearly this isn't like nothing. But it's also, when you look at like how many tournaments he's actually won, it's kind of nuts, no? For how good he's been, for how long he's played. It's so crazy to me, man. Just saying, like, it's kind of always like a what could have been type scenario, I feel like, with him. Is it like the IGLs or what? Like, oh man, Stewie with G Stu was a crazy, that Dallas arena being so small and having Stu in there and that place being completely packed with that much energy was crazy. Maybe it's NiKo. Well, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, like, when you look at his career, it's kind of like a Jesus Christ. Isn't it? Like, look at this. This is his worst ever year, guys, individually speaking. Like, I know people like to dog on him, and honestly, like, especially I feel like NiKo, and I'm sure they'll mention it, or if they didn't already, his finals performances were literal poo sack this year. I mean, literal buns. And I'm sure there's nobody that's harder on himself than him, but like, yeah, I just all that sticks out in my head about NiKo this year is how missing he went in some of those big boy games. He has a .96 in finals this year. Oh. Shine through in Cluj, finished second to Mouse. Oh, right. They lost to Mouse. I remember that's like the one tournament Mouse won this year, right? Is that the only tournament Mouse won, or they win two? I always like kind of just purely go off memory. I don't like truly hardcore research games or anything like that, or stats. I forgot that they lost to Mouse. Did Mouse just win one or two this year? I thought Mouse won like 2 PGLs or something. Okay, so it was Vintage Expedition, 1.24 tournament rating, 1.49 rating and map wins, 1.18. I mean, that's pretty nice. 120 damage per round? Per round win. Okay. At that deep run, which substantially weaker field, came a painful reality check for Falcons. They couldn't make it past stage 2, where they dropped matches to Mouse, 3D Max, Eternal Fire. 2 largely disappointing events for NiKo, despite leaving Stockholm with the highest rating in his team, 1.07. Yeah, that was... Oh, dude, I Men. Falcons and Inferno. All right. We all remember Legacy, but then now, dude, foreshadowing, man. 2 largely disappointing events for NiKo, despite just days after the blast event, reports began to circulate that they were looking to, or close to signing Modesty. Oh yeah, and that's when they won with Dexter. Yep, they won PGL Bucharest with Dexter. Okay, yeah. They were down 0-2 in that. Man, looking at who they beat to win that, and then you realize like how people finish the year. It's actually not bad. It's not bad. It's not the same level of other stuff though. But his struggles in the finals: 0.97 series rating in Melbourne and 0.9 in Copenhagen. That's the shit that I remember. These are the ones that stick out in my head. Like, he had abysmal games, man. Like, for NiKo standards, it's so painfully obvious too when he has bad games, because you just see it on him. You know what I mean? They lost to Vitality again. I'm trying to remember how their run went in Austin. Where did they play? Did they make it out of the group? They didn't, right? They didn't make playoffs. I was trying to glance through it there, but I didn't see it. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, the MIBR moment, that's right, was to get into stage 3. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Christ, man. All I remember is Tessa's at half wall. See, I don't remember the exact stage of that map. I remember I remember Tessa's at half wall. That's like how my brain, that's, oh, dude. And then he swung out, right? He swung out into, oh my God. Anyway, I'm like re-triggering myself. God, dude, when I look at this, man, it really is just like, this guy is still so good, but also he is more like taking a backseat to Kioske, which is interesting. And he's still just not, I mean, dude, the only event they won was when Dexter was on his way out. They did not win a tournament with Monacy, man. And then they looked horrible in playoffs of Budapest. Like, that was supposed to be a game. That was supposed to be like the game. And that shit was, Jesus. Was it 0.97 in finals though, man? That's gonna haunt him. I guarantee you that's all that sticks out in his head. It's just kind of nuts, man. It's such a, like, do you guys think he'll also go lower next year? I feel like there's a good chance he might. This is the lowest. I feel like he actually might go lower again, which is kind of crazy to say. I feel like he's gonna go lower and then IGL. I'm not even like trying to hate on him. I just feel like this is where we're going. That's what I think. He vaguely mentioned it the other time. They need just one more star. The only way they can even open up another star is like if he IGLs. Maybe there's a bounce back, but man, the fact that Falcons got to playoffs and got bodied that hard, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they came out and said they're not going to make any changes. We'll see, I guess. I'll believe it when I see it. I have a hard time believing it, though. God, what a crazy timeline. Well, let me know in the comments and let me know below what you guys think. If you guys had him higher or lower, or where you had him. Like I said, I didn't do a top 20 or anything this year. This has just like been me kind of reading this and like almost like doing like a revision or like reminding myself how this season went. For me, like, I just remember a very solid NiKo this year that started playing second fiddle to Kioske in the second half of the season that went missing in some of the biggest finals where they had a real chance. If I remember right, he actually played good in the playoff though versus Spirit. Let me see. I think he did. No, he didn't. I mean, not really. This is I mean, their 3 were the top 3, but yeah, they just kind of, I mean, Zwei really did have one purpose on Spirit when you think about it. That's right. I forgot. Zwei was literally only put on this earth and on this team to deny NiKo his major and then simply get kicked. That was his sole purpose. That was, as the prophecy foretold, Zwei will simply show up, deny NiKo's major, then simply leave without explanation. He said, I will ace you on the B-bomb site, show how absolutely terrible you guys are with your spacing and teamwork and chemistry, and I will simply just leave and never come back. All right.